Hey guys, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. So this is for the week of October 22nd through the 28th, and I'm using the Remember Me kit from Scribble Co. This is like the kind of like cocoa themed kit, and I actually was not originally planning on using this kit for Halloween, but this is also the week of one of my best friend's birthdays. It is also his favorite movie, so I was like, you know what? It's October, and it's his birthday this week, so I was like, well, what? Might as well use this kit, and because I also needed another Halloween kit, so that is what we're using. I was going to use some Simply Gilded washi, but honestly, the bottom washi on this was just so gorgeous, and I didn't know which one I wanted to, like, cut up. So I just left it the way it was and used that normal washi. I also really wanted to use the, like, holographic washi, which I have not gotten in the mail yet from Simply Gilded. So we did not do that, but I went ahead and just put down all the washi, and I'm also putting down the glitter headers and the full boxes, and then I also used a bunch of overlays as well. So I used holographic overlays on all of the glitter headers, and then I also used, so I kind of mixed holographic and silver for this because I don't have holographic like functional stickers for the most part. Also, really quickly, if you're looking at this, I did mess up the glitter headers, and I realized it after when I was editing this video. I was like, I messed up the glitter headers. So yes, you guys don't need to yell at me. I did mess up the glitter headers down there at the bottom on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm aware. I messed them up. But anyway, I don't have like complete fully holographic functional stickers, so I did mix in some silver with the holographic, but I used holographic glitter, or like the sparkly overlays for the glitter headers. I used a couple of silver ones from Scribble Co. for the full boxes, like the star overlays, and then I did use holographic like corners and little like kind of sparkly ones for the overlays for the full boxes as well. So that was what I did. That's all the stuff that I used, and it's going to take me a little while to finally like get everything down, so that's why I'm just kind of telling you guys all everything right now. But I wanted to go ahead and really quickly thank all of you guys that commented on my last video, which should have been the trick or treat plan with me. I got so many comments about how many of you guys love voiceovers. I had no idea. I honestly thought that a lot of people did not like the voiceovers, and I was very, very surprised by how many comments I got on that video. A lot of you guys were just like, well, do whatever you like want. It's up to you, whatever you think is better. And honestly, the voiceovers are a little bit easier for me to film, because I don't have to worry about like people being home, because I don't have to talk and stuff like that. I can just kind of film whenever. And also, a lot of you guys also really liked like seeing the whole entire spread planned out. So for now, I'm gonna keep with the voiceovers, and every now and then I might do a normal plan ahead to plan with me. We'll see. But that also means though that also you guys are gonna see some ants in here. I will explain that. I hate them. They're annoying, but I will explain that. But that also means that on Sundays, I will not be uploading my Plan With Me's anymore, because obviously the week is not done. So, Plan With Me's are probably going to go up on Monday or Tuesdays, more than likely Tuesdays now, but I do have to catch up on my spreads first, but more than likely they're going to go up on Tuesday. I'm working on the sidebar right now. I did use some Simply Gilded 5mm washi. It's the white with silver. So, yeah, I did use that just to kind of pull in that washi, because I wanted to pull in at least a little bit of Simply Gilded in here. Anyway, the ant situation. So, you guys know that I've always had a problem with ants. For some reason, no matter whether we have food, drinks, anything, no matter what, we have ants in our house, and we can't get rid of them. We even, like, spray raid. We do everything. We have ant traps everywhere. Like, they just keep coming. So I went to bed one night. Totally fine, no problem. I wake up and I have a giant trail of ants in my room, and I'm like, where the hell did these come from? Like, why are they here? And there was something that they were attracted to. I don't remember what it was now, but they were so attracted to it that they were walking around like my whiteboard and stuff like that, and causing literally all the problems. So, yeah, if you guys see them, I'm sorry. They're annoying. They annoy me, and yeah, just not very happy about it. Oh, I also put down the work labels as well. That's also a thing. I also, I think, put down the bill due on Monday, and then realized I didn't fill out my sidebar. So then I went back and filled out my sidebar, but I also filled out the bill due on the Monday as well, which you guys will see. But yeah, so that was kind of my, like, kind of update for you guys. I am slowly catching up on all of my videos. I am slowly getting back into things. I've been having a lot of problems with mental health and stuff like that, and just feeling really down and low and like bad about myself, which I will spend probably in my next plan with me. I will do a whole entire talk about that. I'm not going to do it in this one because we're already going to be moving on to the plan soon, but yeah, it's been a hard, long year for me, honestly. The beginning of the year was great, and then kind of the past just couple months have been really bad, so you're gonna see me putting in a lot of like not feeling good, feeling really down, being overwhelmed, like that type of thing. And I do mark it in my planner. I've mentioned this before. I do like marking it in my planner because a lot of people don't usually do that, but I do like to do it because I like to see how frequently it's happening and how often it's a thing. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to the plans, and like I said, I will talk about that in like probably my next plan with me, where it's a whole complete in-depth video about it. So first thing for Monday, I did put down the bill due from Scribble Co. for my bill due, and then I used a Fox and Cactus Galaxy Girl on her laptop to mark that I had a YouTube binge. I also have just been watching a lot of Netflix and YouTube, just because it's kind of given me a little bit like, it's distracted me, and it's been helping a little bit, and it's giving me something to just kind of pay attention to other than my thoughts. So yeah, I put down that Galaxy Hair Girl, and I really wanted to use her because she matches the purple in the spread really well. And then I put down a little munchkin and then a lazy day sticker from Planner-esque to mark that I had a lazy day, because that's literally what I had. I pretty much did nothing. I then used a glam planner. I think it's technically a Christmas present girl, but she is the Bibbidi. I think it's Bibbidi, yeah. I used her to mark that I bought Bianca her present. It's only one of her presents because I have like a whole giant list of things that I'm buying her for Christmas, because she's like the nicest human and literally buys all the things, and I'm like, all right, I'm going all out for you for your Christmas present. So I bought one of her presents. I then used a fancy label from the kits and used another Fox and Cactus Girl to mark that I was feeling really down. Again, just my mental health has been a little crazy lately, and my anxiety has been through the roof, and it hasn't been that great. So I was feeling really down on Monday, and then I used a filming girl from Whimsical Cat Studio to mark that I had a late night filming session, which, like I said, with these voiceovers, I can now do like late night filming sessions with no problem, and it's great. Do you see that ant that's like crawling on the side? I hate them. They're annoying. Anyway, moving on to Tuesday. So Tuesday, I already had my work label down. I filled that out. And then I used a filming slate. I hate them. The ants are terrible. I used a filming slate from Mandy Dreams to mark that I did have to publish my October monthly. And hopefully the November one will be coming soon. So with this, I think my my monthly plan with me's, as well as my hauls, obviously the hauls, are going to be talk through. So there are going to still be a couple talk through videos. They just won't be the like normal plan with me's that you guys see, because these are technically now going to be rewind plan with me's. So yeah, that one little ant. Oh, okay, I got it. And it's gone. Okay, anyway, moving on. Next, I used a little Coffee Monsters Co. emoji to mark that I had a laundry day, and then I used a Shine Sticker Studio Girl to mark that I had another YouTube binge. I think this is the first video that I'm using a new pen. It's the Uniball Signo .38 pen. I think that's what it's called. I'll have it linked in the description. Everything that I use, including my slice tool and stuff like that, all the tools that I usually use are linked in the description, as well as my old pen as well. So if you guys are curious, that's all linked down below, but I think that's the pen I'm using. And then I used a quarter box from the kits, and I used a No Munchkin from Once More With Love, and these munchkins actually had like something spilled on them, so that is why they have like that kind of coloring to it, where it looks like it's a little bit of a watercolor, and I actually really like those munchkins, and I thought it worked well with this kit. So I put that down, and I marked that, or used that to mark that I was having another bad day. And then I used a large trash icon from the kit to mark that I had to take out the trash, which is pretty normal. And then I used a yawning emoji to mark that I fell asleep early, because yeah, just had a bad day and just wanted to fall asleep early, and I also don't sleep very often, so every now and then when I do get some sleep, it's nice to have. And there was still a little bit of extra space down at the bottom, so I just put that 5mm washi down to kind of fill up that space to make it look a little less sparse, because it was just a little weird and a little the spacing was a little strange on it. So yeah, anyway, that is everything for Tuesday. Not much really happened, honestly, and again, it's just me kind of marking when I had bad days and stuff like that, because they are happening more and more frequently, and I don't like that it's been happening more and more frequently, so I've just been marking that. Moving on to Wednesday, so the first thing that I did was I took a piece of washi from the kits, and I wanted to mark that I did sleep in, so I took a Arctic Paper Studio. Oh, I tried to put the Glam Planner one down first, and then I realized I wanted to mark that I was sleeping in. We're going to see how many times I pick up this Glam Planner one, because it was crooked first. There we go. Are we putting down the washi? I think we're putting down the washi. We're working on it. We're choosing the washi. There we go. But yeah, we put down the washi, and then I used a sleep-in sticker from the Arctic Paper Studio, like I said, and it's like a holographic, but it's like a shattered holographic, and I had so much trouble putting this washi down straight, and it's still not straight, so just ignore that. But it's a really pretty, like, kind of shattered holographic, or like glitter holographic, so I put that down. I then used a laundry Bippity and Boo from Glam Planner to mark that I wanted to finish laundry. I had a lot of laundry that I needed to do, so I was like washing it on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I was completely like finishing laundry, like doing all the loads and stuff like that, and then Wednesday night I folded the laundry, so I'll put that down a little bit later. I then used a little vacuum girl from Van Sticky to mark that I wanted to clean my bedroom, which also had to do with the laundry. Usually my room is just dirty, or not dirty, but like messy, and it's just clothes just kind of hanging out everywhere. So I went ahead and marked that. And I've been trying to use a little bit more character stickers. I tend to use a lot of the emojis and munchkins, so I was trying to pull in a couple more stickers as well. Just that way I'm like using more character stickers, but yeah, we're just going to take forever and a day to fill this out. The only downside to the voiceovers is if I talk a little bit faster than the actual plan with me, then I feel like I'm like, all right, what do I fill this empty space with? Like, what do I talk about? Because obviously I'm just filling in like the wording and stuff like that, and I've already talked about it. But anyway, moving down, I then went ahead and put down a half box from the kits, and I took a couple of silver little like foil corner things. Overlays. There you go. I was like, I can't think of the word. And I used a Glam Planner. I think it's a Honey. I think that's what her name is. I could be totally wrong. I just killed an ant. But it is kind of her dressed as Jasmine. And I used that to mark that I had a Disney day with Lauren. We were planning this for a little bit, like actually a while, because we were going to go in the summertime, but we never did. So we went during the fall because she hadn't seen half of the fall decoration. So I had a little bit of a Disney day with Lauren, which is always a fun time. And Lauren is my sister, if anyone is curious. And if you did not know who she was. And then I went ahead and put down, am I still filling it out? I am still filling it out. We're getting there. I then put down a munchkin with a bunch of presents, because while we were there, I actually found the perfect Christmas present for my dad. And yes, I am already shopping for Christmas stuff all the way back in October, but I found like the perfect present for him, and I was like, this is gonna be great. So I went ahead and bought that. And then I also took an emoji folding laundry to mark that I did want to fold the rest of my laundry, because it was just kind of sitting there and I needed to. So we folded all the laundry on Wednesday night after we got back from Disney. But Disney was really fun. We rode Guardians for Monsters After Dark, and we rode the Incredicoaster and looked at the pier and stuff like that, because my sister had never seen it. So that was a fun day. Moving on to Thursday, so the work label is already down. I then took a piece of washi. I actually forgot that I had this washi, because like I kept using the solid pieces, and I was like, I kind of don't really like this washi, and then I realized that I had that washi and I completely forgot about it. I also put it down crooked, and I could not for the life of me get it back up, so I just left it as being crooked. So I put that down, and then I took a Yay It's Payday sticker from Magic Prince Co. This is a silver foiled one, because I don't have anything holographic from her. Actually, I don't think she offers holographic, but I went ahead and put that down for my payday. And then I put down a little grocery cart from the grocery shopping sheet from Once More With Love to mark that I had to go to Walgreens. I wanted to go to Walgreens to get some wrapping paper, because all the wrapping paper I have is Christmas wrapping paper, and I had to wrap a birthday present, so I had to go to Walgreens, and the selection was terrible. I also went to like the store itself, and the selection was still terrible, like to the grocery store, and I didn't get anything from the grocery store. on that day. So yeah, I think I went to the grocery store the next day. Yeah, I did. But anyway, that was the thing. I then put down a munchkin, which this is technically from the Christmas sheet, but it's a munchkin wrapping a present, and I had to wrap David's birthday present because, like I said, his birthday is this week. It's on the Saturday, so I wanted to make sure I could wrap his present, and then I did give it to him on Friday. And then I used a little mini car icon from the kit to mark that I had to get some gas, which is pretty frequent, happens a lot because I commute to work and I go through so much gas. It's kind of ridiculous. I then used a Fox and Cactus girl that is like
It's 5
eating.
o'clock.
Sorry, that was my computer. That is eating like a bunch of chips and just kind of chilling and laying on your bed. I also put it on the wrong side for some reason at first. I don't know why. And then I put the box down. I did this all kinds of out of order and weird. But I put one of the squared off boxes from the kit to mark that I wasn't feeling good. But I used the Fox and Cactus girl to mark a Plan With Me binge because I got tired of using like the laptop ones and the TV ones, so I wanted to use something different. So I used the Fox and Cactus girl eating all the chips, which I mean is sometimes me, depends on the day, but yeah. And then I used that box, like I said, in a what's it called? Crap, what is her name? Teeny. There we go. I used a Teeny to mark that I didn't feel good that night because again, my brain and just my body has just been shutting down, I feel like, on me. So I did mark that, and I'm assuming I probably went to bed early. No, actually I didn't. Oh, this was the day that I had, okay. So I'm pretty positive I was like severely dehydrated because I was having a cramp, and I've had this before, where I was having a cramp from the back of my kidneys all the way to the front where my ribs are, and it hurt so bad. And I've had this before. I've had an ultrasound before. I've gotten it checked out before, but I went home, drank a giant, like almost, I think it was a liter of water, and I felt great afterwards. So I think I was just really dehydrated, but I wasn't feeling that great when I was at work on that day, and all my coworkers were like, "You don't look good, and I'm worried about you." I was like, "I'm fine. It's okay. I'm alive. We're good." So yeah, moving on to Friday. I filled out the work label, and then I used an icon from the kit to mark that I did want to wash my costume. And this is my first time, I think, using an Ultimate Kit from her like newer format. I think. I could be totally wrong, but I don't think I've ever used one of those icons, and I liked the color of it, so I was like, we're gonna use it. So I used a little washing machine icon from the kit, and then I used a Fox and Cactus pastel-haired girl, words are hard, to mark that I did do a grocery run. So I did do a grocery run on this day. I didn't do it the day before, so I did it on this day. And then I used a filming slate and a filming script from Magic Prince Co. to mark that I did do a little bit of filming. And then going down to the bottom, I used a Shine Sticker Studio girl to mark that I was having another Plan With Me binge. I told you guys, I've been mentioning this, I've been so far behind on my Plan With Me's, and I'm finally catching up on all the Plan With Me's. I've caught up on Jessica's J. Crew Plans, Scribble Prince Co., Mandy Dreams, Pretty Planning, and I'm working on catching up on Emily Catherine Plans. I want to say that's how you say her name, or her like channel name, but yeah, I'm very slowly catching up on them. I then used a little baseball munchkin to mark a crazy Dodgers game. They went into, I think it was 18 innings, and I had it like the play-by-play up at work, and I told my manager, I was like, please don't yell at me, I just want to watch this and to see what happens. I'm not even like a big baseball fan, I'm a hockey fan, but like I was still watching that game, and it was very entertaining to watch. And then they won, but they ended up losing the World Series anyway, so yeah. I then used a glitter fancy label and a piece of washi down at the bottom, and a little fangirling munchkin from the kit to mark that I gave David his birthday present. It was really late at night because it was after work, but he really liked it, which was exciting. But I did go ahead and give him his birthday present, and technically it was on his actual birthday because we worked from 5:30 to 2, and his birthday was on the Saturday, so technically it was his birthday. Moving on to Saturday, I don't know what I'm saying. I put down the work label. This is what you guys get for wanting me to do voiceovers, because my brain does not work when I do voiceovers, and it's just a big jumbled mess. So I could not figure out where I wanted to put this quarter box, and that was the quarter box that I was using to mark David's birthday. I wanted it up higher as in the first thing of the day, but I didn't like how the balloons were going into the work label, so I moved it down a little bit. So I put down, first off, a munchkin with their eyes like completely wide open or like clawing them, because I did not get any sleep. I was team no sleep because my emotions and anxiety and mental health and everything like that, well, not mental health, just in general, my anxiety was just through the roof the night before, and so I just did not sleep at all that night, and so when I woke up in the morning, I was just exhausted. And then I used the quarter box from the kits, a couple of orange balloons from Scribble Co., and then a little munchkin from Once More with Love, and I did cut off the happy birthday munchkin, or like, not munchkin, happy birthday wording on it to mark David's birthday, which I actually really like how that turned out. I'm not entirely okay with how the spacing is, but it's okay. It still looks okay. And then I used a little laptop and edit script sticker from Magic Prince Co. because I did do a little bit of editing. I then used a dollar bill stack icon, which is another one of those like patterned icons from the kit, to mark that I had to Venmo money to David because he bought Halloween Horror Nights tickets. And okay, that's a whole story for next week's plan with me. But Halloween Horror Nights, oh my god, I do not do well with scary things, and I went to Halloween Horror Nights on Halloween, and oh my god, it was terrifying, and I'm not good with scary things at all. But anyway, I had to Venmo money to him to make sure that I paid for my ticket. And then I used a face palming munchkin from Once More with Love to mark that I had a personal talk with Antonio, who's one of my managers. He kind of forced me to have a talk with him because, like, he walked in and I turned around and then I just turned back around to look at my computer because I was just seeing, like, who it was. And the first thing he said was, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Wait, what do you mean what's wrong? I'm fine." And he was like, "You're lying to me. Why are you lying to me?" And I was like, "I'm not lying. I'm fine." And he may or may not have coerced me to talk to him about personal things. So I had a personal talk with my manager. And then I used a fox and cactus, like, kind of crying, emotional head emoticon. I don't know how to explain her. Girl from the fox and cactus to mark that I was very overwhelmed. And I may or may not have been crying at work that night. Yeah. Lots of things have been happening. Alright, moving on to Sunday. So, first thing for Sunday is I put down another munchkin, which is like the insomnia munchkin, to mark that I was up all night and got zero sleep, which is not surprising because this whole entire weekend was just not my weekend. It was not a good weekend at all. And then I used a coffee cup from Simply Watercolor Co. that has a foil bow on it to mark that I got some Starbucks because that's the only way I was going to survive my shift. And then I used a little, technically they're cramming munchkins on the computer, or like studying or last minute cramming, last minute studying munchkins. But I used that to mark that I was trying to stay busy because the more busier I am and the more distracted I am, the better I am, if that makes sense. If I'm distracted, I'm not thinking about things and I'm not getting so like anxious and having panic attacks and stuff like that. So I used that, and it kind of worked too, because like you had the little clock and it seemed like my shift was going by really slowly, but I was like staring at the computer the whole time, so it was very fitting. And then I used a chocolate emoji to mark that my manager got me coffee. Same manager that forced me to talk to him, or not coffee, candy. He then bought me a chocolate bar at the end of the night because I was still having a hard time. And then I took a half box from the kits and a couple of those overlays, again, the corner overlays, and a fox and cactus kind of best friend girls. These are the galaxy haired ones again, to mark that I had a talk with Danielle, who is my girl best friend, favorite, like just best friend in general. David's the boy best friend, Danielle's the girl best friend, to mark that we had a talk after work. And then I did put down a bill due from the kit for a bill due. I was gonna put that down up higher throughout the day, but I didn't want the two like kind of greenish colors to be right next to each other because I used the same quarter box color to mark David's birthday. So that is everything for my plans. I then went ahead and put down all of the deco. I think from now on I'm going to switch this and do the deco in the beginning instead of at the end. Let me know if you guys want me to do that, and then I can just kind of talk through all of that as well. I'm a little, I haven't fully decided if I'm going to do that. I think I will. I'm just so used to doing the deco down, at the bottom, or not at the bottom, at the end of the plan with me. But, yeah, let me know. I also use the little dots from the kit, too, because I forgot those are a thing, but they worked for, little mini deco, and it was actually really cool. And I actually like how the deco turned out. Sorry, I just had a hiccup, if you guys heard that. Anyway, that is everything for this plan with me. I'm going to flip through what's left in the kit. It's an ultimate kit, so there's literally a ton, and I mean a ton of stickers left, because, like, I mean, I didn't even use anything on that sheet. I didn't use the checklist, none of it. And I will be eventually giving away all of my leftovers, probably later on in the year, sometime in December, but I will be giving them away eventually. And then we're going to do a little wiggle. You can see all the holographic and foily goodness because it's beautiful and I love it. But yeah, anyway, that is going to be everything for this plan with me. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye, guys!